Episode 117, A Rocky Start. Ashley was already pissed off, and she was starting to think that Taylor might not be on her side anymore. The beginnings of a plan flashed into Ashley's head. Her smile was cold and evil. If Jade Winslet's a big star, then she can handle some heat. Taylor had known Ashley for a long time. She knew immediately that Ashley had something in mind, some kind of revenge she was planning. Taylor and Ashley had always been on the same side, but recently Taylor was inexplicably scared of Jade. After they'd locked her in the dorm, they had a lot of bad luck. Taylor thought someone might have been deliberately targeting them, someone who was getting back at them on Jade's behalf. Otherwise, there were a lot of coincidences happening. So what do you think we should do? I think we should just finish filming and leave as soon as we can. Taylor, you're useless. Serves you right to not be famous for the rest of your life. Ashley rolled her eyes at Taylor. What, are you scared of her? Of course not, Taylor said too quickly. Then she looked at Ashley, seriously. But don't you think it's strange? Since we locked her in the dorm, weird things keep happening to us. I think someone is helping Jade. She's not scary, but the person behind her might be. Taylor's expression was grave. I don't think we can afford to offend this person. Furthermore, Taylor remembered something else. Bob, who had once teased Jade at the bar, had disappeared for no reason. She'd heard that Bob had dropped out of school. It was another strange coincidence. It seemed strange that those who offended Jade Winslet didn't end up well. Ashley looked at Taylor with disdain. What are you even talking about? How could someone be helping her behind her back? Go away. I'm too tired to listen to your dumbass right now. Taylor didn't say anything else. Ashley's family had money. Jade was just an orphan without parents or power. It didn't seem worth offending rich people for her sake. The second day was the start of the filming of Decadent Lady, and the mysterious male lead was finally revealed. Everyone gathered. When Jade saw who it was, she was stunned for a moment. It was Michael Porter, whom she'd filmed with before. Other than Mike Porter, most of the actors were newcomers. The director seemed to be banking on Mike's popularity to attract an audience. It would probably work. Mike had a ton of adoring female fans who would watch anything he was in. As expected, Mike Porter's appearance caused a commotion. Just like yesterday, the other actors were very excited to see him. Some fans had also sneaked onto the location and were surrounding him, shouting his name. The scenes in the morning were flashbacks to their previous lives, so Jade and Mike weren't needed yet. The director took the opportunity to call them together and talk about the scenes that were going to be filmed today. Jade was familiar with the script. She knew there was kissing, and more intimate scenes too. But she hadn't expected to shoot kissing scenes with Mike Porter on the first day of filming. Jade had never filmed a kissing scene before. Of course, she knew it was just acting. Still, she couldn't bring herself to kiss an unfamiliar man, especially now that she was married. She could only imagine what Dario would think if he saw her kissing another man on screen. It suddenly made sense why everyone in the entertainment industry got married so late. Cade Zabe, the director, pursued perfection. He wanted the actors to really have chemistry and to look like they'd been dying to kiss each other. Audiences were picky about kisses that looked too much like acting. All right, the two of you go chat and develop your feelings. I'll give you 10 minutes. Mike, Jade is new at this. Take care of her, the director said earnestly. Got it, Mike said with a smile. He and Jade walked to a quiet place. Jade looked at him awkwardly. Mike was used to women screaming excitedly at the sight of him, but Jade seemed calm. This sparked Mike's interest in her. Jade Winslet seemed to be an unusual person. When she heard that she had to shoot a kissing scene with him, she actually looked unhappy. Did she know how many actresses were dying to shoot with him? Has he ever kissed an actress on screen who didn't become famous? However, Jade didn't seem to care. Don't you like acting with me? Mike's words were direct, but his signature smile was still on his face. Jade was surprised. She hadn't expected him to remember her. She felt a little guilty too, that he had misunderstood her. Jade waved her hand as if to shoo away the misunderstanding. No, it's not that, it's just... She trailed off. Mike seemed to understand, though. You just can't kiss a stranger, right? Jade nodded uncomfortably. Although Mike Porter was still smiling, there was not a trace of emotion in his eyes. Jade had the sense that this person was a lot more complicated and less friendly than he appeared on the surface. Jade, I'm not trying to be mean here, but if you can't do this, you should probably pack up and go home. Acting isn't the career for you. When Mike said this, his tone was calm and informative. There was no hint of sarcasm. These words made Jade's entire body stiffen. She lowered her head and bit her lower lip, not knowing how to answer, because he was absolutely right. If she wanted to make it in the entertainment industry, then she had to be able to put her emotions aside for a role. If she couldn't do it then, like Mike said, she might as well pack her things and go home. "I'm sorry," she said. "You don't have to apologize. Just get over it," said Mike. "Or you can close your eyes and imagine me as someone you do want to kiss." He said this lightly, as if kissing meant nothing to him. Jade considered this. Of course, she would have to think of him as Dario. But how was that even possible? He wasn't Dario. No one could mean to her what Dario did. "Miss Winslet," a production assistant was standing next to her. "It's time for you to put on your makeup." Jade started to get up, but a sudden pain blazed through her stomach. "Sorry, I need to go to the bathroom first." "Hurry up," the PA urged. "Shooting is about to start." "Sorry." Jade ran for the bathroom. Sitting on the toilet, Jade felt shaky and limp as she clutched her stomach. Cold sweat flowed down her forehead. She'd originally thought she would be fine after a bathroom trip, but the sudden awful diarrhea wasn't letting up. "Miss Winslet, are you okay in there?" came the PA's voice from outside the door. 10 minutes later, Jade was still in the bathroom, beginning to hope she would just die and get it over with. The PA was still outside, urging her to hurry. She finally walked out, supporting herself against the wall. She wanted to tough it out and to do the shoot, but she felt weak all over, and her stomach was killing her. When the others saw this, they immediately surrounded her. Among them were Ashley and Taylor.